Hey, Savvy, I got one for you. I'm 47, no kids. I've been
Not
polyamorous for about a decade. I have 3 girls. Savvy,
Start
I
it
got
over.
one for you. I'm 47, no kids. I've been polyamorous for about a decade.
Oh,
I have 3
Mike.
girlfriends, and the last one was for Jimmy from a mutual friend, as I'm a good shibari rope top, and she's 25. All this is fantastic. No drama, no issues. I basically engineered my life to have a few responsibilities to give me as much time to pursue other fun hobbies. And my problem is, when I hang out with my OG normie friends, they've gone the route of like married with kids, or if they don't have kids, or happy being homebodies. And no judgment, I'm happy for them and the choices they made.
Sounds like
But I
Joe.
find I just can't relate to them much anymore. They don't want to hear about my escapades, even when PG related. I feel like I have to hide this big part of myself around them.
Right.
It's not like when they ask me what I've been up to, I lead with, oh, I took my trans girlfriend's anal virginity last week, or I gave someone their first rope suspension experience. But like when, they bring up relationships, I feel like it's appropriate to bring up being excited about a new partner. So they just don't seem interested. They kind of make me feel a bit judged.
Sure.
I mean, these aren't work buddies. People I've known for 30 or in some cases like over 40 years. I feel like I should be able to share with them. I've got like a whole day coming up with these guys. How would you handle this?
This is hilarious. So this guy, this is interesting because we didn't talk about this when we talk about our 3 futures.
Yeah.
Right. This is a guy who's, he said he's what? How old? Dale? This 45.
47.
47, and he's been poly for a while.
3 partners.
3 partners, which I guess it is true, but sometimes in this guy's case, he's not poly, he's getting pussy. Okay?
Yeah.
He doesn't have long discussions. He has girlfriends who are okay with him not committing. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't like, it's not like a, because I've met poly people who are in like a committed relationship who are just like, kind of like, look, we're just not as uptight about sex. Like if they fuck someone every once in a while, I get it. We're both people. They line up in that way, but they still are kind of building away. This guy kind of is in like this is Peter Pan mode to the extreme. Mm-hmm. And by the way, your friends are kind of right.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know,
He's like,
like,
I'm 47. They don't want to hear about my 3 girlfriends, and I'm like, what you're doing is weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Like that's
it's abnormal.
Yes,
it's not the norm.
And maybe there is, and maybe there is a hint of jealousy, right?
Oh,
Sure.
because-
Yeah. There's a layer.
Because it's hard having a family sometimes, having kids too, and getting just like random pussy and just like not having. And he's like, I engineered around my hobbies, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, look, you've figured out a life that you like. That sounds kind of fun, right?
Yeah.
But there are downsides, and one of the big downsides is you're a fucking weirdo to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right?
I got
It's
a lot
like
of bracelets.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's like being a guy who's like, look, there are some people, not many, some people can do heroin and be fine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They just can. They can be functional on like heroin or pills or whatever. I don't want to hear about it. Hey man, good for you.
Yeah.
It would kill me if I did heroin every day. If I took Xanax every time I felt like taking Xanax, my life would be over, right? But I don't want to fucking hear about you being a pillhead, and you're just a weird fucking guy.
Yeah.
That just like, they're gonna judge you a little bit, and it's like, if you. So he's put it all on them, right? Like, they're being fucking weird. They don't want to hear about all tying up my trans girlfriend. It's like, okay,
But it's like, dude,
like, what do you have to fucking offer other than getting pussy?
it comes with the territory. Oh, you want everything?
Right,
You
right.
want to get pussy from all these people.
No responsibilities.
And no judgment from your... Come on.
And you want to gloat to your friends about. You're basically talking about it. They won't let me fucking gloat. Like if these guys are like in 12 years, they're like, oh, seeing my son graduate and go to college and learn things and love and respect me, feel like when you're 70 and they have a beautiful, rich life. Do you want them to come to your fucking? Do you want them to come to your fucking like weird hut, pussy hut?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And be like, oh man, you know what's awesome? The love of grandchildren. You know? That would be a dick move on their part.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, don't you have anything else to fucking discuss with them?
He's like, hey, my dog hates it when I rub his nose in his shit. Yeah. He hates it. You're going over there being like, I'm 47 and my girlfriend is a 25-year-old rope top.
Yeah.
And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Stop talking to me like that. My kid has diarrhea all the time.
What kind of lube do you guys use when you get pegged? Do you go water-based or
coconut oil? Get some coconut oil.
Coconut oil. It's like, yeah, dude, you grow apart from people, man.
Yeah.
If you played like high school, there's a when I was 16. Or all I thought of was playing basketball. I played with my church league. You know, I was past being able to play in high school, but like I played all the time. All I cared about was hoops. I would talk about the NBA with my friends nonstop. Right? I can't talk to them. Like I care at 16. Me and a professional and a guy who would grow up to be a professional basketball player. Thought about basketball the exact same amount. Right? When I was 16, I thought about basketball as much as like Blake Griffin, right? Right? Like friend of the show, Blake Griffin, right? Yeah. And so there was a time where we were both the same, but then you know what happened? I stayed 5'7". He went to the fucking NBA, and me and him, you know, I could talk to him about it a little bit because I'm a fan, but I don't know the intricacies of basketball. You decided to stay a pussy getter. Yeah. Now the difference is the social like credit of being a pro athlete and a guy who gets pussy deep into his 40s flips. Yeah. Here's the other problem. It's not cool to get pussy when you're 47. Dude. It just isn't, man. That's a dark path.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the guy who's like in his 40s or 50s and he thinks he's Jack Nicholson?
Yeah.
Like the guy who's like wearing sunglasses at the bar with the open shirt trying to fuck 25-year-olds. And you're like, get out of here.
Showing a hostess is like crypto. Yeah. Like, look, I'm up big time, baby.
Doing a song no one knows at karaoke. He's singing like a Bruce Springsteen B cut because he saw it live when it came out, and everyone's like, do My Chemical Romance.
Yeah. Like being a guy who continues to get pussy deep into his, he's starting to be in his 50s, right? Yeah. And having 25-year-old girlfriends. You are a dork. You're a pussy dork.
We talked about this so much, how people get so dorky about sex, it makes it so lame.
And that happens a lot with poly people. It's like, this is the greatest threat to my existence, where I'm like, it's only fun being the horny fat guy so long.
Dude, yeah.
I need a shift. And I think it's going to be uncle, maybe have, I also like having a family. Like, it stops getting, it stops getting like cool and like fulfilling after a while.
You got to move into gambling. That's where the pivot's.
I do.
That's where horniness turns into gambling. I apologize.
That is true. Yeah, that is fun. Yeah, gamblers like treat themselves to pussy for old time's sake every once in a while. They'll buy a high end, they'll buy a high end call girl like if they hit a big or something like that.
You get rich betting on like women's college softball.
Yeah. Combine horniness with gambling.
Exactly. It's a real 2-for-1 special. Yeah. You're like, yes.
So anyway, that's what you've done. You've become a pussy dork. You've sucked. You've sucked all the coolness out of getting pussy, and that's fine. You just have to be, you just have to admit that.
Yeah. All that pussy homework of fucking.
You're doing pussy homework. You got a Google Calendar to get pussy.
Yeah, you got to do your fucking poly spreadsheets for when you're allowed to get sucked off by whom.
Every other Thursday.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
You're like, oh no, I'm sorry, I can't go to your mom's funeral because I have to go have sex with my 25-year-old trans girlfriend today. It's on the schedule.
And it probably feels good to bust. It feels good to fuck them. I get that.
It really does.
But it's like that's the rest of your life has to be. And again, I will flip it on him where he's like, they don't care about my shit at all. They can't. But you can't relate to them either.
Yeah.
What do you talk about? What's the middle ground here? Because like a relationship, just talking about only like dating, yeah, dude, it gets old. And by the way, I hate to break it to you, 50 dating 25 is weird. It's kind of fucking weird. You know what I mean? Like,
man, I think it's
30, 50. He can't even date 30-year-olds,
yeah,
man.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's like, ooh, it's actually a lot cheaper for my girlfriend to rent a car now. She kind of hit that limit.
I'm not even saying don't fuck a 25-year-old every once in a while.
Once in a while, yeah.
But it's like, come on, man. You're talking. Of course, your married friends find it weird. If you continue fucking girls that age, you're gonna be 60 fucking girls. You're gonna be dating people the age of their children.
Yeah,
at a certain point. Dude, it's like that's gonna be weird for them, man.
Also has to be weird for the married couple where like, let's say they're married. They have fights. And all of a sudden this buddy comes on and goes, I've been fucking these two strangers. And you're like, shut up.
Shut up. Yeah.
She saw me Facebook messaging my fucking former friend from high school.
Yeah, dude, fuck.
I got caught, dude. Don't be talking about poly stuff here. It's a sensitive subject.
Put them all on an island, I say.
Yep. I mean, you're effectively poly, Diego.
No.
Yeah, you are.
There's no commitment. I can't be poly.
That's what. Well, you're in a lot of low commitment relationships.
He does have sex with a lot of women that do have boyfriends.
That's what. Yeah.
So that's how separated I am. I'm the guy.
Do their boyfriends know?
Some do.
Yeah.
Some maybe. It's not my fucking problem.
It is so
Come
funny.
find me. I'll fucking go.
Yeah, it is so funny. We do have some things in common in our dating lives. It feels good to have gotten successful enough to fuck like a hot guy. Yeah. I love hearing you talk about this, man. It's literally.
You're like, what is like dark of the berry, the sweet of the juice? No, I'll tell you the sweetest juice. Some other guy's wife. I'll tell you that. That's what gets me.
Nothing better
brother.
than putting your pants back on and hear a woman be like, my husband really loves your fight breakdowns. Like, oh, thanks. Cool, thanks.
My husband loves your Instagram.
A poly husband and they fuck Diego. That's the nightmare, dude. This fucking ripped guy really giving it to him. That's brutal.
They're getting good.
At least you fuck
effort.
me. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm giving my best, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not abs and fucking, MMA dick. You know what I mean?
Jiu-jitsu dick.
No jiu-jitsu dick. I'm not putting that pussy in a Kimura. What else we got, Eldest? So anyway, good for you for getting pussy, but look, it's a fact of life. You're not going to get a pat on the back forever.
Yeah.
Find some things to relate to your fucking friends about.
Yeah, button your shirt up probably.